meteorologist Ron Rhodes.
It is 12:20 as we take a look. There's a pretty cool shot from Mesa Lake earlier today. This is sent in by Roy Allen Crutcher. A beautiful shot. 4 inches of snow just outside of Mount Carmel at Mesa Lake. And Mount Carmel had 4 inches and even a little bit more than that some parts of Mount Carmel. Jeff Blair, who was a weather spotter there, he's a storm chaser, but he was chasing the snow, I guess, today. He actually had a report of 4.5 inches of snow, so a solid coating out there, no doubt about that. Hey, listen, at least you're going to be on Max 2. There you go. We're going to see right now our Zimmer Funeral Home camera looking down upon downtown Evansville. The snow coating the roofs out there. So, yeah. Definitely a cold day, but at least we've got nothing falling from the clouds right now, at least no reports of anything at this point. We had it this morning, though, quite a bit of snow north of 64, and of course we had a little bit of ice out there, too. Some freezing rain, some sleet reported, even just plain rain, too, down to the southeast where it was a little bit warmer. Tomorrow, though, we're most concerned about the freezing rain. It looks like that colder air is going to sink a little bit farther to the south. There's going to be a shallow layer right along the surface, and that's where you get that freezing rain. I mean, you got to have a warm pocket of air aloft. You got the snow coming down, and then it warms up, it melts. Now, if it's got enough time to refreeze, it'll form into sleet. But if it doesn't, if it's a shallow layer right there at the surface, that's when you get that freezing rain. And I think we're going to see that tomorrow, really across much of the tri-state, but certainly along and south of the Ohio. As we see the traffic moving pretty nicely at 66 and 69, and yes, the lens on our camera out back is ice-coated, but it's a cool-looking it really is a cool-looking background. 27 degrees right now. Kind of tells the story, doesn't it? A north wind at around 9 miles an hour. Temperature-wise, much colder up to the northwest, a little bit warmer down to the southeast, and most of us stuck in the middle, right there around the freezing mark, upper 20s and low 30s. And I think we're going to nose our way into the low 30s for a high here in Evansville. Wind speed-wise, yeah, 13 miles an hour at Vincennes, 12 in Flora, so we've got some areas out there in double digits. Most of us in single digits, and we're going to be in that 5 to 15 mile per hour range throughout the day. But it feels like temperature, 14 in Vincennes, 9 in Flora. It feels like 16 in Carmi, 17 in Henderson, 18 in Evansville, 22 in Jasper. So, yeah, the wind's got an effect out there. Here's a cool shot, too. I didn't realize the hummingbirds were around this time of the year, but they were in Petersburg. This little dude right there getting a good old drink of some sugar water. Paul Jarrell put that out. Love it. Thank you, Paul. Love this, too. 3, 2, 1, funky. Today's funky fruit is worried, probably worried about the ice that's in the forecast, and I don't blame you, as we could be seeing anywhere from about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch across parts of western Kentucky. Live first warning Doppler, nothing shaking right now, though. I'm not expecting anything until after midnight for most of us. Might see it creep in a little bit earlier than that down to the southwest, but plenty of clouds showing up on Storm Tracker, and that one system that brought the snow and the ice and the rain has moved to the east. Maybe a few breaks in the clouds this afternoon. Don't get your hopes up. I think it's going to be pretty much socked in, not just today, but tomorrow and also Thursday as well. Now, here we are, 3 o'clock in the morning. Really, our future trackers underplaying a lot of this event. Other models are a little bit more bullish in bringing that ice in a little bit sooner and a little bit farther to the north. And I think we are going to see it along and south of the Ohio. First thing tomorrow morning, we're going to be having a little bit of freezing rain, and even though it looks like it might be a little bit heavier down to the south, we're going to have that threat throughout the day. Looks like still mainly to the north of 64, like we saw last night. It's going to be mainly a snow event, although we might see it along 64 anyway, mixed with a little bit of freezing rain at times. And then we've got Wednesday night into Thursday morning, looks like another round where we could see some heavier amounts, and that's where I think it's going to add up. And here's the problem as we head into Thursday. It's not going to be just the freezing rain that we have collecting on the branches and the power lines. It's going to be the wind that we have out there, too. We're going to have a pretty good wind on Thursday, so that's going to play a role too. Hopefully no power outages, but I tell you what, Thursday is going to be the day. If we see it, that would probably be the one. Snowfall forecast, not that impressive. The ice forecast, unfortunately, is a little bit more impressive. Anywhere from about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch is what a lot of computer guidance is showing. So looks like it's going to be a pretty good icing. Well, the worst we've seen in a while, let's put it that way. Anyway, highs are going to be ranging basically through the 30s, low 30s up to the northwest, upper 30s down to the southeast. But there are going to be some places in southern Illinois that aren't going to get out of the 20s thanks to that snowpack they've got out there. North wind at around 5 to 15 miles an hour. Waiting on the next event. It's coming after midnight. Of course, we have the winter storm watch out. Might get bumped up to an ice storm warning across parts of western Kentucky. Highs over the next few days will be in the 30s. Look at the lows, though. It gets bitter cold, though, as we head into the weekend, Gretchen. Morning lows will be in single digits with a lot of wind. Wind chills are going to be down below 0.
Gotcha. Cut of the day next.